What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week number 4 of our Los Angeles Crusaders franchise. And the Crusaders are 4-0 in season number 3 so far. Looking really good. Our defense has been dominant on occasions. Our offense has been dominant on occasions. I'd like to kind of get them both on the same page. Our defense has kind of carried us the last 2 games, where our offense did great the first 2. Or a lot better, I should say. Anyway, next up, we have our first matchup from the infamous trade, the Jabbar Gray trade. I got blasted for it when I first made the decision to trade that pick that was Jabbar Gray, but it ended up bringing in Devin Golden, who has been phenomenal for us, Keyston Mack, and Jimmy Mosley. So I think it was a pretty good trade, personally, but this is going to be our first matchup against him. I think it's going to be fun. I think we've all kind of had this circled on our calendars for a while now. Let's go ahead to the game prep, though, and see who we can develop here. I'm just going to spend some time on Tremaine Small, see what we can do with him. He has all that development traits so high, so I'm just, you know, I definitely like putting points into a guy who I know the points are going to get used very well. Keyston Mack we've been working on, and he's just continuing to rack up the points in the game just from playing so good. So I'm very, very excited about that as well. We'll go over to Jimmy Mosley, give him some time. Let's see where... Oh, did I pass it? I might have passed it. No, I didn't. Okay. Where is Jimmy Mosley at? There you are. Okay. Let's give some points to Jimmy Mosley here. And that will leave us with, what, 7 hours left? Alright, what can we do with 7? We can develop a group. I don't think it's going to quite do as much. But that's okay. We'll give this a shot and see what we get from it. Yeah, not as much points, but that's okay. Definitely got more than we would have otherwise. So, moving forward here. Let's see if there's any new draft stories. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Let's check out the draft stories here. And we have Antoine Timmons has been struggling as of late for LSU, with his draft stock slipping as a result. Not sure I've ever seen a prospect garner as much early attention as Antoine Timmons and then go silent when the pressure is on. Alright, interesting. Let's go ahead and check out the top picks here. I'm not going to spend any scouting points till we get a better idea of what we need and stuff like that, but the #1 projected pick is a prototype cornerback. That is incredible. And he went to Wisconsin, which is, I'm pretty sure that's where Jimmy Mosley is from, which means they would have been teammates in the secondary there. Wow. I definitely like that. You know, we don't really need a wide receiver at this point. A lot of really tall wide receivers. A strong safety I could use. I could definitely use a strong safety, a prototype strong safety from Pittsburgh. That sounds like a good pickup there. Left linebacker, got a quarterback here. Right end, oh, a speed rusher. I like that. Another tall wide receiver here. Some more cornerbacks, a tight end, another strong safety, a few strong safeties. The thing is, I'm not going to have a draft pick really high by the looks of things. So these guys are going to be the ones a little bit more near my draft range, I believe. A quarterback that could run. That's interesting. I don't need a quarterback. I don't know why I'm even intrigued by that, but honestly, we're kind of in a situation where I don't have many needs at all. I feel pretty comfortable with my team, so I think most anything we're going to draft is most likely going to be a backup player. Might be a spot here and there that I could fill in, but as we look at the records here, the Broncos are also 4-0 under their rookie quarterback. That's incredible. The Chargers 2-1, Chiefs 2-2. So Chargers had a very, very early bye week there. That's pretty interesting. Let's see. Let's go ahead and check out the not transactions. Well, we can look at this too, I suppose. Nope, nothing new. Let's go ahead and check out the awards. That is what I meant to do. Let's see what we got here. Weekly awards. Drew Brees. 41 of 55. 449 yards. Wow. And 4 touchdowns. My goodness, I would have hated to play that team and been on that defense. I would have been so frustrated. Washington, 13 tackles, 2 sacks, and an interception. Carlos Dansby, 11 tackles and an interception. And Johnny Manziel, his second time, I think he also got a week 1. He did. 260 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. So Manziel's doing a really good job leading them. Let's go ahead. And you know what I just realized about the Colts game? I was going to say let's go ahead and check out the standings for the league. We just traded Tyvon Branch to the Colts. So we're going up against our former safety. That's going to be really interesting. We have the Saints, Crusaders, obviously the Broncos, and the Seahawks as the remaining undefeated teams here. 49ers, Buccaneers, Ravens, Cowboys, all 3-1, and then a lot of 2-1. A lot of bye weeks. Oh, wait, we have a tie. The Vikings tied. The defending Super Bowl champions. Wow, it's still kind of crazy to think about. Points force. Let's see who's leading the way here. The Bengals. Their defense has given up a lot of points. They're 2-2, even though they forced the most points with the Browns. Again, the Browns are 2-2 though, as well. Jaguars with the worst defense. Dolphins close behind. Let's see where our defense is. Hey, we have the second best defense in the NFL right now. And we've played one more game than a lot of these teams that are only 2-1, so that's really cool. Actually, the Broncos, all 4 of the 4-0 teams are top 10 defensively right now. That's pretty cool to see. Makes sense, obviously. In terms of points forced, where do we rank? A little bit further down this list. Here we are. We're way down here. That's okay though. I'm still pretty happy with our team. We need to score more touchdowns. The last 2 weeks have been a little bit rough. We got a defensive one last week, which helped. Let's go ahead and check out the stats. We know our stats okay. I want to check out the Colts. Let's go ahead and see. A.J. McCarron is leading the way for them. Scott Tolzien, I like him a lot, actually. They have Roethlisberger, too. But Roethlisberger's not playing. Man, a lot of these quarterbacks are falling off quickly, as we have been seeing. Ryan Matthews doing okay. And really, I want to see receiving. Jabbar Gray, 22 catches, 238 yards, and a touchdown. Let's go ahead and check out the Packers here. And Yakov Moody, 32 catches, 313 yards, and a touchdown. Let's go ahead and check out our division. We'll do that. And I don't know what else we're going to be doing after that. Should go up to passing. Farrell leading the way in QB rating still. 7 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, both of which he threw against us. Derek Carr, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Chaz Jenkinson, the 4-0 Broncos, 7 touchdowns with 4 interceptions. Small doing alright with 2-1, and then Alex Smith having a pretty rough year so far, 3 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. Running the ball, Devin Golden leading the way for the division, has a lot more carries, but also a lot more yards. Oh man, I don't know what is going on with me right now. Kason Dobbs, I need to get him some more carries. He's doing alright. I mean, granted only 2 carries, but Devin Golden, of those who have a lot of carries, definitely doing the best job there. Receiving, Keyston Mack. That's what I like to see. 4 catches, 396 yards. Nobody is even really close to him. Pierre Garçon is the closest. And actually, Denarius Moore is second on this list. However, after that, we don't see any of our guys for a little while. So I need to get a little more variety in there. That's going to be the plan. Which I've been trying to do, but Keyston Mack and Denarius Moore have just been so dominant. Defensively, Spike's a little bit down the list this year. Sacks were obviously leading the way with Khalil Mack and Cowboy. Actually, a lot of our players are pretty high on this list. Our defense is pretty relentless at getting to the quarterback. Jimmy Mosley with 2 interceptions, Amuka Mara with 2 interceptions, and we have Shepard, Verrett, and Gaines as the others. Let's see. Fumbles forced, 2 for Brandon Spikes. Fumbles recovered. Have a few with 1 here. C.O. Moore has our only recovery. Touchdowns, which I'm really excited about. Ofisa Okafor. That is awesome that he had that touchdown there. Kicking, 14 of 14. Connor Barth, North Carolina, baby. I like to see that. Only 1 miss in our division so far. That's pretty crazy. Punting. Let's see who's doing the best. Yeah, King killing it, obviously. Kick returns, average, alright. Sellers leading the way, Macklin, so good kick return team for the Chargers here. Gayton's on that list, and surprisingly, Chase Cross is way down here. I do think that number is going to rise, though, I really do. And then punt returns, Chase Cross is killing it here. Nobody's even really close to him at all on that. Granted, he only has 3 punt returns, but doing a good job on them. And that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in week number 5 as we finally take on Jabbar Gray and the Colts. I'll see you there. Later.